Willa Fitzgerald and Gallner have a new movie called Strange Darling, and oh my goodness, let's review it. Strange Darling stars Willa Fitzgerald, Gallner, Barbara Hershey, and is directed by J.T. Molnar.
Don't say it out loud. Gotcha.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new 2024 review. I am glad that I'm finally reviewing Strange Darling. I've had so many of you in my comments state, where's the Strange Darling review? So I finally was able to see it today. And boy, this was something else. This was a psychotic horror movie in the purest sense. And I love these types of movies where there's just, there's always somebody that's a little bit crazy and off kilter in the movie. There's usually like a serial killer or something like that. Think of like The Loved Ones, Lola. That's psychotic horror. I'm always a sucker for these movies. Okay, this is another one of those movies where I don't want to tell you really anything. I've pretty much set you up for the vibe of the movie and the tone of the movie, but I would suggest do not watch the trailer. I'll have trailer footage in here, but I'm not gonna. I'll be strategic about what I put in here, okay? Because after I saw this movie, because I thought it was a certain type of thing, I'll just say there's a serial killer element to the movie. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? But as far as the characters and the motivations and how everything plays out and who's killing who, you will enjoy this movie so much more if you don't know that stuff going in. All right, because I sure did. I was surprised at every turn. All right, so I'm going to be very careful in this spoiler-free review, but I'm going to try to set you up enough to let you guys know this is possibly one of the best movies of the year. It is fantastic. It has phenomenal, top-tier performances by Willa Fitzgerald and Gallner. Both of them are really amazing, really amazing. Willa Fitzgerald, you might remember her from Scream. I think she's been in quite a few other things, but I remember her from the Scream TV series, from the first two. And you know what? She fit right into that whole like CW type vibe thing. I didn't really think much of her. This is the movie where I could tell she probably tried really hard to get a role like this, because man, there's a lot of meat to chew on, and boy, does she really just go for it and puts herself in really uncomfortable positions in this movie, and her performance is the best of the best, right? I have to say it. Her performance in this is just jaw-dropping at times. I don't really have to sell you so much on Gallner. If you follow him, he's kind of like the modern day horror it guy. Everybody loves Gallner. He does such a phenomenal job in everything he does. I've been following his career all the way back to Nightmare on Elm Street remake, Jennifer's Body. He's just a natural actor, and he can really kind of transform into any role too. He's not a one-note actor at all, and this is another really challenging, cool role for him. Tone-wise, this movie is extremely chaotic. It's constantly on the move. It's very violent. It definitely takes some influence from directors like Tarantino. Even the plot structure, the way the story is laid out, it's not linear. They move things around, and there's a purpose for that. Because, I was thinking as I was watching this movie, could it be linear? And I think there was one reason why I thought, it was better that it wasn't linear, because there was this one aspect of it that I think if you knew it too early, then it wouldn't be as effective. And you'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the movie. Damn, I'm doing a good job not telling you guys anything, right? Are you frustrated? Some of you like spoilers in your reviews, or not just full-on spoilers, but you like to know a little bit about the plot. I'm not doing it, all right? I'm not doing it, because a lot of you will be pissed off at me, and you'll be like, you spoiled the movie. No, okay? Some people will still think I spoiled the movie, even though I've told you nothing. This is the movie that I was constantly told by my peers, by a lot of you guys, that, hey, this is the best movie of the year. Some people told me, is it the best movie of the year? I think it's top 3. At least. I don't know if it's fully the best movie of the year for me, but it's definitely up there. It's one of the greats. Let's just put it that way, okay? As far as any cons, and I think this is a necessary con, I think it does ask for your patience for a good 20 minutes, because it's really setting things up. And there was a moment I was like, is this going to pick up? But when it picks up, and then when you start seeing how the story's laid out, then you understand. And it was so good that I wanted to go back and rewatch the first 20 minutes because you will, I guess, witness it in a different way. It asks a little bit of your patience, but it will definitely pay off really quickly, okay? I didn't even tell you the character names in this movie, and I'm not going to, all right? This is one of those reviews where I'm going to be so careful about giving you nothing, all right? So, yeah, I'll stop right there. That is my review. I think you've had enough. Strange Darling. I'm going to give this movie right now, I'm going to give it a super, super high purchase worthy. It's almost a Trapped on an Island. It might be. I'm still kind of pondering it, but definitely super high purchase worthy. Check this movie out immediately, guys. I promise you. These are the types of movies that you want to succeed. I need you to get in the theater and watch this movie. Make it a hit because there's so many great, phenomenal movies that really they can't compete with the big major studio type movies that aren't nearly as good. Okay, so we need to step up and make movies like this a hit. All right, because this was phenomenal. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of Strange Darling when you see it. Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day on Fridays. We do Free for Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on my socials. Support me on Patreon. Buy me a coffee. You know, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Drumdum out.